June 1st. There's a little something growing right there. That is with my zucchini. Barbara has eaten that plant and this plant. This is a dahlia growing behind my, I forgot what that is, but it does these purple flowers. Salvia, that's it. Yeah. The water misers love it. There are these plants that grow with very little water. They like my rock garden. And then this one is doing well. It's lavender and marjoram. And these are leeks, but I thought leeks were big, so I don't know what's going on with these. They are getting these pods on the top. Maybe just not enough water or something. My chives have gone to flower, which I love. And that's lemon balm, which I shouldn't have planted in the ground because it's hard to control. The creeping jenny's back there, mixed with mint, which I also shouldn't have in the ground. But it is what it is. I do have a tarragon here. This huge oregano type ground cover, and then another of those back there. My roses are doing good, but I'd like the one in the back to do better. It's got no buds on it back there. It needs more sun. There's some kind of fruit tree growing right there. The raspberries are back there. And then various little tiny cosmos, which aren't doing very well, and strawberries. And then these are jasmine, which are going to bloom soon. The other view of the garden. This is a baby lilac, and then we have some marigolds, and I forgot what that is, but there is a nasturtium growing there, and morning glory. And this is marigold that I grew from seed. One of the only things I grew from seed. This little one is a cone flower. Pansy. The pansies like it right here. Some of the other pansies aren't doing very well. That's dill. And then I have one pea that's starting to climb up. And a little cucumber right there. And another pansy, and then here's a little little pea that isn't really going very well. And a dill that looks kind of, no. This pansy is beautiful, but it's very tiny. They all have the soaker hose. And that's thyme that's gone to seed. Now these are doing better, these peas here. Some little pansies down there. I think this is called like a Darius or something like that. I have a few of those around. This is more Salvia, I believe. And I just transplanted these kind of sad looking little cucumber plants today. So I'm hoping that they like the fertilizer I gave them and grow big and strong like this pea. And then there's another little lilac. Tigra likes it on the picnic table. And this is our tree that my app told me is a Norwegian maple. It used to be like a little stick in the corner of the yard, and then it just got really huge. And there's Barbara's house. We don't know where Barbara is right now. I harvested some beets out of here today, and then put these sad little tomato plants in here, which I do not know if they're gonna live or what, if they're just gonna sit there. I've got some basil trying to grow there. It's been a rough spring. This is a broccoli. This is jalapeno. And then I've got onions and garlic and calendula there, I believe. Marigolds in the middle from seed, which did really well. This tomato plant got struck with some kind of ailment, but it's pulling through. And then some little sad lettuces. I planted some mesclun seeds all along in here as well. And then there's a little cucumber, which I also fertilized today, so hopefully it'll get green. And this azalea is done blooming, but it did really well. I need to transplant it. It's huge in that pot. These catnip hate it, and I don't understand, because catnip can grow anywhere. And I've moved them several times and they don't like anything. Maybe that's why they hate it, because I keep moving them. And here is the interesting thing here. So I planted these ranuculus in here, which are the 4 little tiny plants, and they weren't coming up, and I think it was because it was too cold. And then I planted the sage in there thinking, okay, well, I might as well plant something in there, and then they all came up. So I don't know, maybe the sage will keep some bugs off, or maybe I'll have to transplant it. I don't know. This is English daisy, which has some sort of ailment. I don't know. And then here we have dianthus, that's what it's called. It's blooming in the other area. And then this plant with the red on it is a red hot Sally, that's right. And then in the bird cage I have cilantro, which probably won't do very well because it's probably gonna just turn immediately hot and bolt. This is Coleus. It doesn't look like Coleus, and I've never planted it before, so I don't know if I got duped or if it's gonna turn into Coleus. I have no idea. And this Gerbera Daisy is trying to come back to life. I made the mistake of putting vinegar in my water killed my water plants. So I need to clean that out. And then I have some strawberries on top of this little decorative thing, and another salvia. And I don't know what this is. It's a little volunteer thing. We have fuchsia up here and geranium this year, and this year I made sure they were lower so everyone could see them. So they're hanging from a couple of different things, because they usually get forgotten. So we have a dianthus here next to this sign that says tulip. I'll just pull that up there. It's the red hot Sally and my jasmine, which are doing good. This dahlia is doing really well with blooms. They're not very big. Now this poppy is taking over the bed, and I hate to cut it back, but this is struggling to get the sun as well. And then back here we have other plants that are struggling to get the sun, which this one looks like maybe another, I don't know what this is right now. There's a dianthus and a dianthus. There's a morning glory. And this cosmos is probably the best bearing one in the whole place. There's another poppy trying to take over. And then I have this huge thing covering up my other jasmine in the back. And two hidden marigolds. These cosmos are maybe doing okay here. And then as we go along the soaker hose, these are Alessio. Or Alyssa. And I think Calendula. And another poppy, of course. This honeysuckle is facing away from the sun, but it's really gorgeous. It's really putting out a lot of blooms. It's just, I mean, going up the fence. And the other one is down there. It's coming along. And here's my azalea that did not bloom. It looks healthy-ish. Maybe it's a late bloomer. Plants don't need a lot of water. That's why they're over here. The irises never bloom since I moved them here, and I don't know, I think it's just they don't get enough sun, but I hate to move them again. I don't really know the problem. The blanket flower is going to be amazing. I don't know if I should water them a little bit, and I need to pull that berry out of there. Well, that's pretty much it, I think, for now. We'll see how things come along.